Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another session of podcast. I wish and I'm sure you will enjoy listening to the broadcast.
Question today is whether it's good to have birds at home. There is a belief that having birds is not good for the family, and I don't mean it from a health point of view, but otherwise, can you explain, sir, whether it really is true, and if at all having birds, is there any drawback?
Yeah, birds at home are very decorative. I know a lot of people who have lakhs and crores of rupees birds at home. There is one house here next to us, 5 houses away from us. They've been doing this day in and day out. But then, as I told you before, the sense of ownership, we would like to own every possible species in the world as our property, which you are not supposed to do. Even if you see the bigger dogs are being groomed in small houses as a pet, they have no space to run. Dogs are supposed to run miles every day to keep themselves fit and good. So when it comes to the question of bird, you are experiencing the lockdown now because of this pandemic, what's going on around us from 2019 and onwards, and how difficult it is for you to stay at home. And if you are going to put the birds inside the cage, even if you have to make the cage of gold or silver or diamond or whatever, they don't know anything about your gold and silver. If I am going to give you a beautiful house, a fantastic room with all the facilities, and request you to stay inside that room forever, will you be able to do it? That's what the same thing you are doing to the birds, which is not correct. So you are completely cutting down their wisdoms. You pluck away their wings. You don't want them to fly when even the cage is opened up, because you want to own them. You would have bought them for thousands and lakhs and whatnot. But then, the birds, they curse you. And that will have a larger impact on your life, on your next birth and whatnot. And there are stories in our mythology and all that, like story of Ramadas and all that. So we know for clear one thing we can understand from our experiences, how freedom and wisdom is important to those who move around. So what we do is we bring these birds from the wild and then we grow them up in cages at home, to look at their beautiful colors and whatnot, and their bird noise and all that. But the point here is, however good healthy food you give them and all that stuff, their wisdom is cut off. So they are caged. It's too difficult, for any living species when you, drive them away from their natural habitat and keep it in a small environment. The point is then these people, they argue saying that these are domesticated birds. So it is safer for them to be in the cage and live, because when we leave it open free, they have lost their capacity to search food, and other bigger birds may kill them. They have lost their ability to survive in the natural habitat. But you are wrong, totally wrong. Every species on earth, including human beings, will be always looking around for safety and security. So in the animal kingdom, in the birds kingdom, everywhere, survival is their first priority. So they can survive, not that they cannot survive. They may take a little time. But then to, satisfy you, justify you, what you're doing is correct, you turn around and tell that these domesticated birds cannot survive in the natural habitat. They may die from bigger birds and other things, but that is not the excuse at all. So definitely, keeping ornamental fish in a small tub, in a glass panel or whatever, not allowing them to, even small fishes, they swim miles every day when they are in natural water. But then when you're going to keep them in a small container, which is, they are completely cutting away their wisdom, how much ever you can feed them. And same wise bird also, that they can, curse you to the core by keeping them in a cage. Even dogs also, they do it at times. And not all pets will suit all people according to their star power. There are certain people who will go on a downtrend in life because of some of the pets. This is also very finely can be read with your horoscope, whether you are designed to have a pet or not. This is the answer for your question. Thank you.
Thank you very much for spending your quality time. Thank you very much for your attention. I wish you enjoyed this session. See you later.